he there? ¿Cómo está, señor?
Muy bien, señor.
¿Está bien?
Sí, estoy bien.
Está jugoso, sabroso, delicioso.
Oh my God. Todo eso.
Sí sabe, ¿no? Sí conoce delicioso, jugoso, todo eso, ¿no?
Sí,
Usted es mexicano, ¿no?
señor. Y todo
Oiga,
eso
¿qué es la cosa que más extraña? What is the most thing that you haven't missed from Mexico? The most juicy thing that is in Mexico and you haven't found in the U.S. or in any other garden in Matt's place?
Pero listen, I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican.
What is that?
Good job.
That's tremendous racial profiling by who?
Yeah, right.
Just
Yeah,
the guy was Mexican.
Let's get into the first couple so we can review some of the SmackDown. Did you watch SmackDown, Joe? You got the numbers?
Yeah, 1.494. My bad.
1.494. Okay. Yeah, you know what's kind of interesting? Even though SmackDown was on Fox, I figured they'd do more numbers, but I wouldn't expect more people to be watching SmackDown than watching Raw because there's still the habit of Raw.
No, but I think also, bro, it's very hard to sit through a 3-hour show. That's why I think Raw's going to be so much.
It was only 2 hours, wasn't it?
No,
Wasn't it 2 hours this past Monday?
No. Was it 2 hours?
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be 2 hours till the end of the year. Am I right on that, Joe? I haven't watched Raw yet. Look that up.
I did watch Raw, but I don't remember. But I think it was 3 hours.
Oh, it might have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's my understanding. I thought that it was supposed to be just 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about SmackDown a little bit. So they opened up. They're going to be talking about how Cody and Roman met at Georgia Tech, the football field there, to have a meeting. Right. And they start off with Andrade versus LA Knight. This match is fine. 17 minutes. However, LA Knight still loves doing that thing where he runs and jumps up on the top turnbuckle. But dude, I mean, he screwed that move up like at least 2 or 3 times. Yeah. No, multiple times already.
Right.
He did it against Sheamus, I think, twice.
Here and twice.
I think, like, bro, it's like if you can't nail that thing every single time, don't
do
bother.
it, bro. That's bad for a babyface. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessary. The babyfaces can't be like screwing up their shine moves. So this is kind of all. So LA Knight wins. It was a good match. Andrade looked fine in this. So they were going to shake hands. Knight didn't want to. Andrade should put his hand out, and Knight put his fist out to fist bump instead. Right. It was very awkward. But I think they were supposed to do this because Andrade grabbed his hand and like made him shake and then walked off and like raised his hand like this kind of like he was kind of like, I mean, neither of them are young. Like, how old is Andrade, Conan?
He's probably 34 if I had to guess.
Yeah, these are not kids. So this is kind of like
and he's been wrestling since he was like 15. Right. But they did, what they usually do. Hey, give the guy a lot of offense, shine him up, make him look good before you beat him. That's exactly what they did here, which is exactly how they should have done it. Okay. Right. He gave a lot to Andrade to make sure he looked good. He was beating somebody, right? To me, these matches, 17, 18, 19 minutes, I don't know what the hell it was, too long for me, right? For TV, even if it is a championship match. They have pretty good chemistry. There was one part also, I don't know if you saw, when Knight almost dropped Andrade when he was trying to put him on his shoulder. Right. And he showed how good his core strength is. He was able to retain him and put him on his shoulder. But if he would have dropped him, that would have really even been worse. Right. But a good match. Andrade has done a good job of making sure that don't.
Oh, yes, sir. Let's get it started. We got Roman Reigns in. Carmelo Hayes.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds,
Represent the NWO goals. Go. Oh. Oh, shit. Rip, I got the ropes, cuz. Oh, shit. Oh. Get this fool up. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, shit. Carmelo's heating up. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Put the boots to Carmelo's. Need work on their insurance. Nope. Damn. Oh. Oh. Oh, let's go. Fuck him. You ain't tagging nobody, cuz. Oh. Oh. Shit. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh shit. Let's go. Storming Bulldog, okay. Ooh. Oh, nice foot over counter cast. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Braun Breaker just made it into the Fire Pro division. Get up, get up, get up. So now he's a part of both divisions. Oh. Oh. Hell no. Hell yeah. Oh. Get up. Let's go. Yeah, Cass. Just in the ring. No DQs, just like the Fire Pro division. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh shit. Damn, Bret Hart's not playing around. Oh shit. This is the finish. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Fuck off me. Damn it. Drops the elbow for the finish. The world champ.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Syndicate.
MJF is talking that shit about his mentor. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, he missed. Oh, the hell stab. The family hell stab. Oh. Oh, I fucked up and looked down for just a second.
Here is your winner,
Fuck. I fucked that one up. Oh, it's the elimination match. I didn't even see that. Nope. Damn, this nigga's going crazy. Settle down, happy feet. That same kendo stick that's been used all night. Hoop. Oh. Fuck. Get up, get up. Oh. I just false count anywhere? Oh, let's go. Oh. Oh. Damn. Oh, missed. Oh, not the calf crusher. Oh no. Little simple shit. Oh. Almost had that first elimination. Oh. Damn. Cena with a big ass powerbomb. Get back in that corner. Cut him off. Michinoku driver. Oh. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
go to the Jeremy Borash joint.
Right.
The Cody Roman meeting at Georgia Tech. They're basically the gist is, I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but the gist of this was that Cody said that you're no longer the biggest box office or WrestleMania main event. You were just a guy that used to call Roman Reigns. Like you're down. We have a trouble. This is a little bit of a heelish interview from Cody, by the way. He had like a little heelish tone in this, to the point that Roman asked what he wanted. And he said he'd like his word that he'd have his back so I could have yours. Roman agreed, but then told Cody that when it was over, he was coming for the title that was his. And he went to leave, but Cody stood in his path and said it wasn't his to take. And then Roman said that he was in his way in life, and then he walked off when Cody relented. There was a soundtrack to this. They were playing a song, right? Did you notice the credits on the song?
No.
Like the song was very pop, like kind of like and like a pop anthem type song, right?
Right.
Bro, the group was somebody and Titus O'Neil, and it definitely sounded like a white boy band.
Maybe Titus was playing an instrument, or maybe
I don't know, but
maybe
Joe,
he was
look
playing
that
the
up.
triangle.
Look that up at Titus O'Neil's band, because they played that. That was his band's song.
And what instrument does he play? Is it the triangle, or is it the
triangle's my favorite.
Let me tell you what I liked about this. Right. Number one, I like the fact that they did like on the 50-yard line, and it was different. Kudos to JB and the
Paul
scooter.
Heyman.
And yeah, right, and Paul. And I like this because it wasn't two baby faces being cheesy. It was two faces with an edge. Either of them could have been the heel here, and I hope it shows Cody that, hey, you can turn heel, because there will come a point when Roman's going to be bigger than you because he's just so much cooler. It's like, what do you want? Do you want white bread, or do you want pumpernickel? Do you want white bread? Do you want rye bread? Do you want white? You know what I'm saying? He's just so white bread to me, and Roman just has so much more, to me, charisma. Good shit.
It looks like Titus is behind the Raw theme song too. It says, but I guess he put and I guess on this one.
What instrument does he play?
He was singing a little bit.
He sings.
Yeah.
Interesting. The funny thing about this is everybody knows when Jeremy Borash is producing a segment because of this drone footage. Because I was listening like Alvarez and stuff, where people on the internet were saying like that's his calling card is the drone.
Yeah. Well, he was the first one using drones that I can remember.
Yeah.
Because
the Hardy stuff.
That was filmed when I was doing the Crash thing, and he used to tape stuff for me. Right. So, and what I also like about this is like, hey, this is my field. I played here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, I grew up here. Center stage is right around, my family. It's good shit.
Yeah. Well, they're really building up Atlanta because they want them both to be baby faces, so that we get big baby face pop. So next, so then they go to, they showed Kevin Owens was watching the monitor of this footage backstage, and Byron Sasson asked for his reaction. He just remained speechless and walked off.
Yeah, he didn't look happy.
Yeah.
Right.
So then they showed KO backstage again. He looked disappointed. Apollo Crews stood in the ring. Then our boy Giovanni Da Vinci comes out, and they showed the footage of Crews beat him in like 30 real quick last week. So then they did it again this week. He goes up for powerbomb, and he crucifixed him and beat him in a minute and 41 seconds.
Right.
So then after the match, the match, Vinci attacked him and threw him in the ring barricade, and then delivered a brainbuster in the ring. So he got his heat back, I guess. But he's just like, I don't know. What do you think of this?
Well, first I was thinking, wow, nice return. He did all these video packages about his impending return, and he came back kind of like dressed in Gucci or whatever he was wearing. And then you got two quick losses. You got to assume something will come out of it. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because they've done so many great angles and stories. You've got to assume this will come out good for him.
Yeah. So then they go. So Owens goes to the ring. He's going to cut a promo. Said he's got to be honest, but then he was cut off immediately by Tama Tonga Loa and Jacob Fatu. Oh, by the way, they showed these guys showing up to the building earlier in the day, going through security.
Right.
And they beat up all the security guys that were patting them down. So.
Right.
So then they come out, and this is my spot here. They come out, and they told the crowd they better let the right-hand man speak. They talked about Tama referred to himself as the right-hand man. He said, last week Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes embarrassed their tribal chief, and that was a big mistake. He said they would get theirs at bad blood, but tonight Kevin Owens would get what's coming to him on the orders of the real tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. Owens said nobody would want to hear what they had to say, and they should just get this over with. And Owens got jumped by the bloodline, but DIY ran down to even the odds. And the WWE officials broke things up, and Nick Aldis announced a tag match between everyone involved later in the main event. All right. What did you?
Let me tell you what I liked about the Kevin Owens thing, because the nuance of it. They didn't just come out and say anything. So first he's watching backstage, does not seem too happy. Okay. Then he comes out and he doesn't look happy still. Okay. And he's like, I got to get something off my chest, or I got to be honest with you, or whatever. And then he gets interrupted. So you're thinking, was he going to talk about Cody? And then they tie it up at the end. So they really good job.
Right. We'll come back to the review. I guess we got the Hardys in 1 minute. Is Jeff Hardy here? I see this is Jeff's iPhone and Matt Hardy.
Hey,
These two young kids from North Carolina. This up and coming tag team that Impact has. These two kids from North Carolina they want us to interview.
Yeah,
who are they? The Hardy Boys?
Yeah,
we can see
these guys.
Okay,
young up and comers. How you guys doing?
Up and comers.
Good, man. It's been a long day of media, man. You know how it goes, man. So a lot of talking, and it feels repetitive a lot. But this
it is repetitive, and you got to grind through it and be a professional. Yeah.
And hopefully,
and then unfortunately, you have to work with Ross Foreman, and that's no. Yes, I say that because I know he's listening.
Yeah, Ross is awesome.
So is that Rebby? No.
Yeah, that's Rebby.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rebby.
Can she hear me? No.
She's setting him up right now. It looks like.
Okay. Can you hear me, Matt? Yeah, I don't think so.
Jeff, how old are you?
I just turned 47.
Wow, man! I was gonna say you look like you're just under 40.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, it's a lot. Matt just turned 50 a few days ago.
Well, it's funny too. When I started working at the club years ago, I would you were checking IDs. We would check IDs, and it's like you look at people like, Jesus Christ, this guy's way older than me, you know. so and like some guys like look way younger, but they can get a good gauge like how old people are by checking IDs. Because I remember when you were like when I was like 18, 19, 20 years old, you could tell how old like the people that age around you were within like a year. Like a 17-year-old, you could tell, like a 16-year-old. But when you get up like in your 30s and 40s, everybody like 16 to 24 all looks like the same age. You know, like that. I imagine like the old guys look like that too to the young people. You know, right. Yeah.
Can you hear us, Matt?
I think Matt can hear us, but we can't hear him.
We can't hear him.
Yes.
Is he muted? Hey, has he done a Zoom before? Because if Matt, if you've done Zoom, you may have to allow your mic access. There may be a thing that says allow mic access.
Right.
Yeah, he's done. He should know what he's doing.
I like that. I like the burial.
Well, once we get what's it going to be like in a few years with Neuralink? When you put the chips inside the brains with Elon Musk, we can just have thought interviews. we don't have to say anything, right?
Let me just say something real quick. Both friends of the show, okay? Haven't been on here in a while. Matt, I want to play 3 clips for you. I don't know if Jeff's ever heard them. 3 clips from you from past interviews we did with you here, okay?
Okay. Yep.
Hit the first one, Joe.
Disco Inferno. Not only will King Maxwell beat you when he was 0 years of age, but he will beat you when he is at 4 years of age and also 7 years of age. I have had those premonitions, so that will happen. But you're not the only one upset with King Maxwell. The Young Bucks as well. King Maxwell's T-shirt sales have been through the roof. The Extraordinary Xylophone, oh my God, they're delightful, these T-shirts. And the Young Bucks business has been cut into by King Maxwell. So many people are upset. But Disco Inferno, you actually have to do the work if you want to be cut in and make part of these profits from my platoon.
Wait a second. I did the guy a favor, all right? And this is usually like when you do there's a time-honored tradition in professional. And the first one is not even Maxwell Hardy is a child. He's not a professional wrestler. Okay, just because
he has the most powerful soul known to all of humankind. You do not understand the soul that is put inside his vessels. The 7 deities have told me he is it. He is our savior. He is everything.
Wait a second. So what was he in a previous vessel? So I know I
can't even go into it. You would not believe it. He is the greatest being that has ever lived here, and now his soul is in the vessel of Maxwell Hardy. That's why he is King Maxwell.
Okay, he's still mad about taking the loss with King Maxwell in Vegas. Any chance of there being a rematch, Matt?
I'm sure there is. I should grab Maxwell real quick and just.
That's illegal. That's illegal. I want to make a point.
Wait 1 second.
I've been very. Time out. I don't know if you've listened to the show, but I've been very adamant about the names that you've given your kids. All right.
Oh yeah.
How many kids do you have now? Do you have 4 or 3? 3 or 4 now?
4.
Okay. What are the names? Okay, we got Maxwell.
Wolfgang.
Bartholomew.
And who's the other one?
Evermore or something like that.
Yep,
what is it?
Ever.
Okay, dude. Maxwell and Bartholomew, when they get old enough and start playing sports, everybody's going to call them Max and Bart. So you're going to have like Max and Bart Hardy. That's what the kids are going to call your kids.
Well, Maxwell, I think we'll ask about Maxwell, but Bartholomew goes by Barty more than anything else.
Oh, he does Barty.
Yeah, he does Barty with an IE.
But Barty Hardy.
Yeah. So we've got.
it's actually not a bad working name.
Yeah. Barty the Party Hardy.
So we've got a second clip. Go ahead, Joe.
I would never apologize for telling the truth. I mean, I could make it even worse. I could tell them what your name was. Your name was Lester the Clown in a previous vessel. Lester, I know your backstory. I know your history. I know where you were in a previous vessel. Yes, you were a clown. I mean, the only worst name I guess you could have had was the generic Bizzo. But yes, Lester the Clown. That is how we'll address you from now on. I will see you. I hope you do show up Sunday at Future Stars of Wrestling.
Wait, are you in town all weekend here in Vegas? Is for the Ring of Honor show also?
Well, of course I am. Yes, Friday I'm there for the pay-per-view. I'm going to delete the bucks of you. You know, they are 2 very, very, very sick individuals. They're terribly sick. They have a terrible addiction to being Spartacus and doing all this. So I deleted them, rendered them obsolete, and myself and the nefarious brother Nero, we are going to finish the job on Friday. We are going to have ladders, tables, chairs. There's going to be a street fight. We are going to destroy them. We are going to annihilate the books of youth and the vice from Rapungi.
I would like to say something real quick. I am glad that you got those 2 little pretties, the Young Bucks.
Okay. Well, first of all,
absolutely wonderful.
All right. Well, I got to work. All right, Friday and Saturday at my club. But on Sunday,
are you working on the corner, Lester?
Juggling the balls.
Are you making balloon animals?
No, I'm not, Matt Hardy. Okay, because then when you say stupid stuff like that, these idiots on Twitter, they believe it and they start retweeting it and stuff. Everything. So I appreciate if you didn't repeat that, please. Okay.
I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. You can't go wrong with the truth. Honesty is the best policy. Yeah.
Well, it's fake news. It's fake news is what it is. Okay, so, but I'm off on Sunday. Okay, that's enough, Joe. Was this like a 10-minute clip?
There's only 5 seconds left, yeah.
It's only how much?
5
seconds.
Okay, all right. To show up to FSW on Sunday and approach you and ask you for my apology in person. What do you think about that? This is a wonderful opportunity for you to apologize to me for that. For Matt, we've been very very nice to you on this show over the years, and you've come on and previously, and all you've ever done is insult me. I think you should apologize. You got an opportunity to be a good man to apologize to me right now.
You know what? I apologize. Disco.
There we go. That's what I'd like to hear.
That's the first guy to ever apologize. Okay, now this is the last one.
I apologize for not digging in deeper on you.
I like that, Matt. Jeff.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you ever heard this. This is one of my all-time favorite ones, and let me set it up for you. So, Senor Benjamin comes on the show, okay? And Juventud thinks he's Mexican, okay? Play that clip. Let me tell him real quick. So, if you remember from the show, Mr. Benjamin, he's on here, and I want to introduce you to him, Mr. Benjamin.
Oh, the Mexican guy. Senor Benjamin. Is he there? ¿Cómo está, señor?
Muy bien.
¿Está bien? Está jugoso.
He's asking him if he's juicy.
Delicioso.
delicious. He's like, what is that?
Sí sabe, ¿no? Sí conoce delicioso, jugoso, todo eso, ¿no? Usted es mexicano, ¿no? Oiga, ¿qué es la cosa que más extraña?
What do you miss most of Mexico?
You haven't missed from Mexico, the most juicy thing that is in Mexico and you haven't found in the U.S. or in any other garden in Matt's place.
Pero listen, I'm not Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican.
Good job.
Racial profiling by who?
How great is that?
That's so good.
Okay, so I just wanted to play that before we started. Yeah. So you're here to promote your match in Impact, right?
Yeah.
Give us the little backstory and everything that you want the people to know so they can watch it.
Yep. Sounds good. You guys roll now? You ready?
Yeah. All of this is going to be put on.
Excellent. Perfect. Yeah, man. I was just going to say, we were just down in Spartanburg doing some media, and we came back to hang out with the kids and fam. It's going to be hot. Friday night and Saturday night, myself and Jeff were wrestling twice. We're wrestling one of their most established tag team over the last few years, a team ABC. It's the first time ever. Matt and Jeff Hardy versus ABC. And Ace Austin idolized Jeff growing up, and it's just like his dream come true to step into the ring with him, which is pretty neat. So we're having that match on the first night, and we don't want to beat him up too bad because on the next day we have to team with them, and it is the Hardys and ABC versus the System, which is Moose, Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and Dango.
Right.
And it's going to be a battle, man. And everybody's there. We're doing 4 weeks worth of Impact, and it's going to be a pretty consequential taping because this is the last few go home shows before Bound for Glory, and Bound for Glory is going to be a big night.
Plus, it's got to feel good, Jeff, because business has really picked up. I'm sure you're part of it. Also, working with WWE is part of it. And I watch all the shows. They send me the screeners. Always really good shows. And how you feeling, Jeff? You look good, in the ring.
Yeah, I feel great, man. I'm starting to feel, after we had that match with First Class a few weeks ago, I really got excited about the craft again because it went so smooth. We pulled one new move off, and it was great. But I'm feeling like I was feeling right before my nose got broke in AEW. Although I was losing matches week after week, I was starting to find that love for the craft again because I hadn't been in the ring much at all in the last year or so. So yeah, I was feeling it again. So I'm back to that spot.
Let me ask you a question. It's pretty hard to tell people like yourself or people that just so used to always going at 100%, right? Why were you still doing crazy stuff in AEW? Was it like, okay, there's these young cats and I want to show them I can still go. Hey, I want to show the people. I don't want to rip them off and just go through the motions because, you could just get away with, doing your you know what I'm saying? Your shit and the Swanton Bomb. But you really put in some work there. What was the reason?
Yeah, it's just that passion, man. That passion was kind of ignited again, man. And God, I'm even thinking about like the tables and ladders and chairs type matches. That's kind of my comfort zone, I kind of thrive in that atmosphere. But yeah, still just being older and naturally that was part of it. Just wanted to hang with some of the younger guys and prove to them that there's still a lot left in me. And let me showcase that. Let me shine a little bit. But yeah, long story short, man, I had no idea Matt was going back to TNA, but my wife called me in the bathroom one morning. Hey, did you know Matt was going back to TNA? And I said, no, I had no idea. And then I watched the footage. I just sent Matt a text. Oh, congrats, man. That was really cool, man. How'd it feel? And so it wasn't long after that. I said, okay, this must have been meant to be because of my broken nose. My deal was a little extended with AEW. But when that contract with AEW ran out, the next day is when I could possibly show up to save my brother in total nonstop action. And sure enough, that's what ended up happening.
Right. Well, you're a historic tag team, and it must feel cool because I live this a lot when I'm with Ray, where people are going, I grew up watching you. Oh my God, I can't wait to wrestle you. That must be so fucking cool.
It really is cool. It's like one of the most flattering and humbling compliments you can get, and there's so many people that are like that in the business now, and it's cool. And we're all about giving back. We want to give back and we want to help the next people too. We just want to be kept in a position where we seem relevant and, up to speed and up to date. We want to be booked in positions to succeed. And as long as you do that with us, we'll do the rest.
Yeah, it was really weird because when you came back to WWE, you got a humongous pop. All right, I was so happy for you. Then they really didn't do shit. I'm like, then why do you bring them back? Then you went to AEW. They really didn't take care of you. It's like, then why do you even bring them in? You know? And I think for a while, you being a professional, were you working concussed or no?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, after obviously when I had that bad bump with Sammy Guevara, the tables didn't get moved back to whatever the deal was, and at the end of the day, I end up still being responsible because if I would have looked at it as we were going up, like, oh, I don't think the tables got moved back like they were supposed to, I should have just stopped short. But at the end of the day, we did that, and I took 6 weeks off or whatever, and passed all their impact tests or whatever. So technically, while I was working in that match, yes, I remember waking up, and then I remember battling into the arena. I remember the climb, everything else, like it's all there, and I knew what I was doing. I knew where I was. I knew what had happened. That first 30 to 45 seconds so were wild. Upon getting up, I was just like, where are my legs? Like I feel like I'm like super drunk. Like I can't stand up. What's wrong with me? Why can't I stand up? And I didn't understand. But then I pulled it back together, and then I took the appropriate time off, and then I came back and I worked, and I did my deal.
Well, here's one thing.
And let me just say one last thing. The point I was trying to make, bro, is you went to WWE, you went to AEW, and I'm thinking, well, they're the Hardy Boys. They're super over. Why are you using them, right? And I'm so glad that Impact is using it the way they should. And that's my point. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, when I saw you guys, like, and me and Connor would talk about this when we review the shows. Bro, you get older, you slow down.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're not working a regular, 20 days a month where you can keep you keep your reps up and everything. And like when I watched like with the way they were booking you in AEW, it's like, dude, it's like throwing you guys on like a Richmond short track. What like the AEW matches are. It's just nobody like when you're wrestling these young guys, they don't really know how to slow down to the people that they're working with. Everything is like the there's a one pace, kickouts, finishes, boom, 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 and I'm like, dude, if you're gonna have a match, it's like build it up. Just throwing you guys out there to match like that, where like you're gonna look slower than these guys because you're older, is not gonna make it's not gonna be, like I said, you're not booking you guys for success. It's just like look like like here they are like a legendary tag team, and these young guys don't know how to work with them. That's what got it. Was it difficult laying out matches with in that environment?
It could be tricky at times for sure. There's kind of a mindset there, and the focus is more on the matches and the moves than the moments. And like I'm at the point in my career where we're trying to make moments, whatever it may be. I show up in TNA and I show up after Moose's match and drop him, and my brother shows up and saves me, whenever the system's beating me down, whatever it may be. And like those moments and like the storytelling of us working with the system. And I loved how the thing I agreed to, just a handshake deal with TNA in the beginning, was to work with Moose through Against All Odds on June 15th, I think is when it was. I said, and then we'll do this, we'll have a good program, and then I'll put them over, and then like, I'll decide if I'm doing this or doing that or wherever I'm going. And then it was good. Jeff ended up coming and doing that, and we just kind of segued into the deal with Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards for the titles, and that's kind of like our goal right now. And once again, we want to get a good, strong tag team reign and wrestle against teams that understand the best way to work with us and put us in a position to succeed. Because like anytime we come out, like the crowds we have so much equity with the wrestling fans, and the crowds are always there for us. They're always good. And if you just roll with what we're doing, we can do our shtick, and we still like to innovate and add some new things. But like the match is going to be hot. We just have to work at a certain pace.
Right. Yeah. So you guys still are if you think about it, you did kind of usher in the cinematic era of professional wrestling. Like it's funny too. Like, did you watch the thing with Roman and Cody on the football field this past week?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, the funny thing about it is to now all the marks and the dirt sheet people, they go, "Oh, that must be Jeremy Borash production because it had the drone."
Yeah,
right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you you use a lot of drone footage with the Hardy compounds and everything. That was still to this day, bro. Remember the number that drew?
Yeah.
It was like you were drawing like I remember that show was drawing like 250,000 viewers, and that episode where they built this up, we're gonna have the final deletion did like 400,000. That's like the biggest like one night increase for a wrestling show percentage wise of fans like in memory. I can't recall a show doing that well.
413,000, I think. It was really impressive, and they went nuts. And like apparently the DVR numbers and whatever else, they were up much more than they ever are during the weeks prior. So it was cool, and they were very worried about putting it on. They weren't sure what kind of reaction was going to get, because it was crazy. It was different. It was out of the box, but that's also kind of what we do in wrestling too. You have to keep thinking out of the box to tell stories in different ways.
Right. Absolutely.
And then it just shows that something that I've always said, and now we're seeing it more and more. Like you'll go to WrestleMania weekend, and you'll see so and so is doing a show. Like let's say Sami Callihan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this other wrestler is doing a show, and it's like their vision of what wrestling would be, you know. And you have so many guys that they know their character better than anybody else, so they come up with the best ideas, whether it was you guys or when Bray Wyatt was doing his gimmick, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. That's the best thing. Just go with the wrestler. They'll always have good ideas.
Let me ask you something about this too, because I'm out of the loop. The Brody, what's his name?
Brody Lee.
Brody Lee. When Brody Lee passed, and when Bray Wyatt passed, okay, you know, I never met these guys, but like for some reason, like when they passed. Bro, we've been in wrestling for years. All of our brothers have passed. We've seen tons of people die. But like, why did those two resonate like so much more, like on the scale than like other people passing in this business?
I feel like it is probably because like with social media, you see so much more of the person, and I feel like people interact and they feel like they know them more, as opposed to it's probably earlier on. I feel like they didn't feel as personal with those people. I also felt like Jay Briscoe. A lot of people, you know, really mourned heavily for that, and I feel like people felt like they knew him more. You know, he was a guy that had all these kids, and especially hearing the story, and like, you know, they really wish he apologized. He did all these steps to try and make things right or whatever else, you know, after they were canceled for a while, the Briscoes, and they were both good dudes, you know, and like they tried to make their, you know, make their wrongs right. And you know, it's so strange that they didn't even get on TV. They couldn't even be on AEW TV until Jay Briscoe was gone, you know, and that's what led to Mark Briscoe being on, which is so strange.
And do you think a part of it, Jeff, could be that all of those guys were kind of like from this generation, like you're alluding to the social media generation, and it felt much more personal and I don't want to say fresher, that could be misconstrued, but you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is from this era. It wasn't like older guys passing away.
Yeah,
they were still young.
Matt, with Bray, Matt knew Bray a lot better than I did, but I had a few conversations. There was one of my favorite backstage things of all time is when me, Matt, Broken Matt, and Bray kind of all met up when they were fixing to start teaming. And I just remember around that time, there was a time when I was sitting with Bray, like on a bus on a tour or something. But he said, I don't know. And I think he was talking about maybe, you know, Fiend stuff in the future. But I said, and he said something like, maybe we could bring Willow in. And that just, the wrestling fan in me and the younger version of me, Willow was my main deal back in the day. And I just got so excited to one day mix it up with him, and just even the way he would say follow the buzzards, and his essence, his presence, it always kind of made me think about, you know, death and stuff, and he was kind of in tune with that. So it's just for him to be gone now, that's one of the main reasons I started painting teeth on my lips, and that kind of led to, whoa, I think I could do the Fiend mask on my face, at least a version of the Fiend mask on my face. And so, and I'm glad I went for it, because it turned out so good, you know, paying tribute to Bray and the Fiend. But yeah, I'm not sure. It's just, I wish I could have worked with him more, but he was all about, you know, reptilian stuff, the other side, death. And I wish I had more conversations with him, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
You know what I thought looked cool? when you were painting the eyes on your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you still do that.
I do it. Like when I did that Fiend face paint, I did the contacts he would wear. I did like the yellow contacts with the red outline. So I go all in with that.
Jeff, let me ask you a question. Have you slowed down a little bit with like your hobbies? Like I remember back in the day, you got a
motorcycle,
wrecked a motorcycle and broke your leg. Do you still get that daredevil in you?